find a comfortable seat. So we'll just start out. You can sit cross-legged. You can sit in heroes. If you like to sit up on a pillow or a block or a couple books, you can do that as well. My cats have felt the energy of the morning. They're like, what are you doing? Go ahead and close the eyes. Roll the shoulders up towards the ears, back and down. Just getting out the cobwebs, the tightness in the muscles and the joints. And maybe switch directions. Good. And then just find your rooting towards the earth. So tops of the sits bones pressing down into maybe your heels or the floor or your prop. Begin to anchor your foundation. Grow up nice and tall and long through the spine. Let the shoulders draw wide towards the sides of the room. We're arriving here, so this practice is mostly centered around Yoganidrā. So Yoganidrā is typically a fully conscious but resting state. So think of it like a yogic sleep. So you're consciously awake, but your body is physically at rest. Yoganidrā allows us the opportunity to feel into the physicality of the body, noticing what thoughts kind of bubble up to the surface in our unconscious mind that then resonates within the conscious mind. And then within those thoughts, you notice the reaction in the physicality of the body. So how the deep underlying unconscious is connected to the conscious and then is connected to your physical body. And we're not aiming to shift away from any experience, but more to lean into it, to just uncover and discover how all of these parts of us, our emotional state, our physical state, is interconnected. I'm taking a breath or two or three here, just opening the mind, opening into the space that you're holding right now, either the physical space of the room, your emotional space, your metaphysical space. One more big inhale. Big exhale. Go ahead and flutter the eyes open, circle the arms. Inhale, reach up. So we're just going to move into the body for just about 5 minutes here. You can turn the palms, exhale, press down, roll the shoulders up and back, forward and back. Circle the arms, inhale, reach. Let the right hand find the mat, left arm up and over. Inhale to center, left hand down, right arm up and over. Just breathing into the side body. And then go ahead and track that right hand down, left hand down, come into tabletop. So I just invite you to move within the rhythms of your own body. So if you'd like to incorporate some cat-cow breath here, or some hip swivels from side to side, or maybe it's a couple down dogs into plank, just rippling through the body. Close the eyes and find that rhythm that works for you, whatever your body is kind of calling and suggesting. And just noticing where you feel resistance, where you feel ease, where you feel strong, and where you might feel a little tender. And we close the eyes just to turn inwards. And the movement of the body is the greatest expression that we can have. But often we detach from the physical body and we're in our minds and in our thoughts. You just want to clear through the thoughts and just feel into the body. Connecting to the yearning of the muscles, the bones, the joints, the ligaments, the tendons, all of that beautiful connective tissue, just drawing everything in together. Breathe deep into the inner organs. Go another 10 breaths, just whichever movement feels organic to you. Last couple breaths. And slowly arriving with the knees on the mat, walk forward, and then you're going to come lying down. So we'll start into Yoganidrā. So taking the feet the width of your mat, using your props. So if you want to cushion behind the knees, cushion the lower back, cushion the head, I kind of bring all the pillows and everything. But I'll stay seated to guide you through it. But just to demo, you want to just allow yourself space. Take up space with your physical body, take up space with the mind, with your energy, just filling the whole of the room. If you feel cold in any way, and you might get cold as we go through the meditation, feel free to throw a blanket over you and allow yourself to just be comfortable. So taking a few moments here in a traditional Shavasana. So the legs are towards the outer edges of the mat. The shoulder blades are drawing wide and down the back and imprinting into the cushion of your mat or your towel or your carpeting. Let the arms go alongside the body and draw them as wide as is comfortable without drawing any pull into the shoulders. So you want the palms to rotate towards the ceiling, the thumbs to extend back, and the pinky edges of the hand to really root you into the surface of the flooring that you're on. Feel the crown of the head reaching away from the tailbone, reaching away from the heels. Take an inhale, expanding into the full capacity of your lungs. You're breathing front to back, side to side, up and down. And exhale, noticing the points of contact with you and the floor and your mat. So maybe it's the heels, the backs of the calves, the thighs, the lower back, that pelvic floor, a little heart-shaped bone in your lower tailbone area. Upper back, mid back, lower back. And notice if you have that slight arch in the lower back, you just want to reach the tailbone towards the heels and feel that release of the lower back into your mat. The surrender of the mid back, and then that softening in and around the shoulder blades. Let them feel heavy into the floor on your next exhalation. Back of the head, the skull, just pressing heavily into the mat, into the floor. Next in-breath, feel as though you're gently stretching the tissues of the face, so the space between the eyebrows. You feel an unhinging of the jaw, a parting of the teeth. You might feel a surrender of the tongue towards the back of your mouth, the tip of the tongue against the back of the front two teeth, softening through the throat, the heart. And you begin to draw your attention on the cue of listening, of sound. See if you can notice the farthest sound from your body. Maybe it's distant in the streets. And then draw yourself a bit closer. So you begin to notice the sounds right outside of your apartment or your room. And then as you draw closer, noticing and listening intently to the sounds of the room that you're in. Noticing the sounds maybe around your body. And then noticing the sound of your own breath in and out. Maybe through the nose or through the mouth. And then you begin to turn that cue of listening into the cue of feeling or observing as you watch that breath move in and out of your body, as though you're standing next to your own body looking down, watching that breath as it fills your lungs, fills your chest, and then the breath as it releases from the lungs, knits your ribs back in together and slowly releases your belly downwards. You begin to observe by way of your mind's eye your breath moving in and out of your body on your mat. And then you slowly begin to feel that breath moving in your body. You're no longer listening or watching, but you're feeling, experiencing. Feeling the tissues as you expand the breath out. The pressing of the floor as your back of your lungs expands your back rib cage. And you're arriving into a state of yogic sleep or Yoganidrā. Consciously aware of your body and your mind and your thoughts, but at rest in the body. You begin to take the gaze to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows, envisioning a point of light. Any color that comes to your mind, let that light shine the brightness of that color. The ease and rest of your body. And then you send that gaze to your throat, point of light, total body effortlessness. And taking your gaze to the right shoulder, feel a heaviness and an ease of the shoulder. And sending that gaze down through your elbow to your wrist, and your wrist is heavy into the floor. You notice that point of light, total body effortlessness. And to the right thumb, point of light, right index finger, right middle finger, right ring finger, right pinky finger. Point of light, total body effortlessness. Imagine those beams of light shining out of every finger on your right hand. A heaviness to the back of the hand as it connects you to the earth. Total body effortlessness. And we follow that energy back up through the right arm, to the right elbow, to the right shoulder, to the back of the heart space, Feel a heaviness in the heart towards your back body, as though you've grown a trunk of a tree from that back body and it's rooting you into the earth, reaching deep down into the earth's core. You feel a heat. You're drawing that heat up to your heart space, expanding that point of light, and taking your attention to the left shoulder, point of light, total body effortlessness, to the left elbow, to your left wrist, heavy into the floor, to the left thumb, point of light, shining bright, total body effortlessness. Allowing your attention to be to the left index finger, point of light, left middle finger, left ring finger, point of light, whatever color that is resonating with your mind's eye, shining bright. Left pinky finger, point of light. Noticing a point of light through every finger of your left hand, like beams of bright light shining out. Find an anchoring in the back of that left hand as it connects you to the earth. No movement, just an effortlessness energy to the body. Left elbow, energy tracks back up to the left shoulder, to the back of the heart, detecting that heat, that energy from the earth's core. A warmth filling the body, brightening your light. Sending your gaze to the right hip, point of light, total body effortlessness. Energy moves down through the right leg to the right knee. A softening behind that right kneecap, the tissue of the right knee. Point of light just sweeping around and through and in your right kneecap. Energy trickles down the back of the right leg, right calf to the right ankle. Energy circles around the right ankle, anchoring that right heel into the earth's surface, tracks through the base of that right foot to that right big toe, point of light beaming out. That right second toe, point of light. Right third toe, point of light. Right fourth toe, point of light. Equally as bright. Right pinky toe, point of light. You observe points of light from every toe of the right foot, each toe as bright as the other. Send the energy back through the sole of the right foot to the right heel, noticing any tenderness along the way, to the right knee, to the right hip, sweeping energetically in and around the full circumference of your right hip, to your right tailbone. The tailbone, point of light shining towards your heels, bright light, and tracking that energetically to that left hip. Point of light, total body effortlessness. In and around your left hip, through the left leg, so maybe the quad and the back of the thigh, the inseam of the leg, all the way to the left knee. Softening and releasing any movement or tempting of movement in that left leg. Let the light move freely through every channel of your body. Point of light, left knee. Through the left calf, left shin bone. Feel a vibrancy in the bones of the body. Through the bones of that left leg as you track to that left heel. Noticing the heaviness of the heel, the outer edge of the foot into the mat, into the floor, into the earth. Feel it move through the arch of the foot to the base of that big toe, and then the point of light out of that left big toe. Total body effortlessness. Allow the light to penetrate through that second toe, point, bright. Third toe, point of light. Fourth toe, just as bright as the others. And pinky toe of the left foot, brightest light, whatever color that you imagine in your mind. Allow those beams of light to shine out of every toe of the left foot. Anchoring in the heel and then sending that energy through the sole of the left foot to your point of contact to the floor. Through the left ankle to the left knee. Feel the movement through the bones, energetically free to the left hip, and you find the full circumference, so that bright light is swimming in and around and through to the hip points and then to the base of the tailbone. Imagining that heart-shaped bone in the lower back, that pelvic floor, as it presses a little heart-shaped imprint into your mat. See the light. Total body effortlessness. And from the tailbone through every vertebrae of the spine, moving upwards through your vertebrae by vertebrae to the base of the skull. As though you're taking little hops of those beams of light from one vertebrae to the next. You find spaciousness through every vertebrae of the spine, connecting the points of light once you get to the base of the skull. So base of the skull to the tailbone. Imagine just a beam of light shining bright. And then finding that space behind your belly button, the epicenter of all of the energy channels of your body. And connecting prajna, which is that yogic sleep, to the prana, which is your energy channels. So it's your conscious and your subconscious. Meeting in the space behind your belly button, the hara. Noticing your point of light. And see if you can spread that point of light throughout the entirety of your belly, reaching into every vital organ. Feel a vibration, a pulsation. Every organ shining bright. And breathing in and around and under that right rib cage, breathing energetically into your lung, into your liver, tracking towards the center as you breathe into the back of the rib cage, into your kidneys, and breathing into the intestines, feeling that vibration as it moves towards the center left of your chest, noticing your heart space, subtle pulse of that light. With each pulsation, that light gets brighter. And then you feel that pulsation through every cell of your body, from your toes to the crown of your head, to the outer edges of your arms. You feel the warmth that you're drawing up from your back body, from the core of the earth. And you feel the coolness from your frontal body as you breathe that bright light. And then you notice the light centering in the center of the heart space. It becomes an almond-shaped light, a little flicker of a flame. And focusing your attention on that eternal flame. Noticing any emotional qualities of the flame, what's filling your space. And then you notice that flame as it grows brighter and brighter, expanding through the entirety of your body, bright into every cell. And that brightness of light extends past your body. Just as we started, imagine you're standing over your body, watching, observing. You notice that color expanding like a glow around your physical body. And then that glow and that vibrancy expands to fill the room, to fill the space as far as your eye could see. And then slowly you begin to step back into your body, taking a breath in as you expand into the full capacity of your lungs. You feel that connection to the energy subconsciously, what's come to the surface, so you're consciously aware. And then physically, we begin to wiggle the fingers, maybe circle the wrists, so you begin to merge into your physical body. And take the arms, you reach up and back, reach the toes forward, and just a really beautiful stretch through the entirety of your body. And effortlessness now that you've returned to the physical of your being. Begin to draw both knees into your chest, wrap the arms around, give yourself just a really beautiful hug of appreciation for this vessel. And taking something universally energetic that you've felt and connecting it into your own physical. And slowly take a roll to the right side and pause. You can extend the right arm out, rest the right ear on the right bicep. Feel a softening to the body, a surrender, a letting go of maybe previous weights that you felt, whether consciously, unconsciously, physically, mentally, emotionally. You just feel as though it's sinking out and being absorbed by that light that you filled your space with. A moment here for yourself, or whatever intention that you want to set for your day, whatever it is that you connected with through your individual practice of Yoganidrā. Returning to that emotional quality that you've surfaced from the flame of your own heart. And slowly finding your way into a comfortable seat. Bringing your right hand to your heart, your left hand on top of the right hand. Just taking a moment to hold hand on hand, heart in hand. And creating a moment just to hold your own heart, to feel energetically your own space internally. And recognizing ways that you can expand that internal feel into an external to those that you encounter and those that maybe are out in the world that need a little extra. Bringing the palms together, bow the chin to the chest. Moment of gratitude for yourself, for your practice, for that light, that energy that you propel out into the world. As always, thank you for sharing your energy and yourselves. Namaste.